Yeah, Joey Diaz put something down that he wanted to. He says, I'm gonna get done my 45 minutes, and then I'm gonna decide to either go to Atlantic City or Parks Casino for a residency. I was like, I could have. I mean, can you imagine that? We could get him, the Maniac.
Did you just put this isn't a real thing? This is just you wanted to show me your Joey Diaz impression.
No, it's a real thing. I got the video and everything. I can show. I'll send it to you.
Now listen, I'm not getting paid for this podcast.
No,
and
not yet.
I want Tiffany tickets. Can you get me?
Can you
get me Tiffany tickets?
Whatever.
Tiffany's coming to Parks Casino with Taylor Dane. I'm so excited.
Consider it done. How many do you need? 2?
I need about 7 dozen.
7 dozen tickets.
Well, listen, I'll
see what I can do.
No, I don't. I just need one. There's a great documentary about Tiffany. Everybody needs to watch it. It's called I Think We're Alone Now, and it's about Tiffany and her stalkers. She has stalkers, and like there are these guys that just go around all the Comic-Cons she goes to, and they just stare at her. It's the greatest and she agreed to make the documentary with these guys. Fantastic.
So these would be some good people to do a little man on the street interviewing with if they're there.
Well, they're probably in jail now. It was made 10 years ago. But
okay.
Yeah, Tiffany and Taylor Dane, Parks Casino. I think March 8th.
You're in there.
Girls Night Out, it's called.
Dude, consider it done. You're in. I'll go with you. Maybe I'll go with you. Or I'll get you at least 2. I'll get you at least 2 tickets.
Let's go.
Done deal.
Yeah,
well, if you don't already recognize the voice, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Shot in a Beer Show with the one, with the only, the pride of Port Richmond, Philadelphia's own, the Philly captain, John McCann, everybody. John, how you feeling?
Feeling like that introduction was a bit much for nobody in a room with us.
Everybody says that when I do the introduction, and I do the introduction pretty much the same every time. The pride of wherever you want to say you're from.
Right.
And they're always like, some people get a little smile like you did.
Yeah. Well, because I'm not the pride of Port Richmond. I'm the Prince of Port Richmond. I was laughing at you.
The Lord of Longcrest.
The Lord of Longcrest.
Have already covered prior to getting in here.
Yes, and the King of Kensington.
The King of Kensington. I like that. I like that a lot.
I don't. I like the Prince of Port Richmond better right now.
Well, John, I got so much to get into with you. I mean, just, we could talk for days.
I'm pretty sure we could.
I love shooting the shit with you. I mean, there's nobody better. There's nobody better to just shoot the shit with.
I appreciate it.
And there's one question I do want to ask you, and I made a little Instagram video about this recently, and we'll just jump right into it.
Okay.
If there was one thing that you could get at the grocery store for a snowstorm, what would it be? A lot of people get the milk and the bread and the eggs.
Seltzer water.
Seltzer water?
Yeah. Yeah, I drink about 7 1-liter bottles of seltzer. I'm drinking seltzer water now. I would need seltzer water. And I know that the rest of my family may starve and they may not drink my seltzer water. That's another reason why I drink seltzer water is my family. I have 4 kids, a fiance, 2 dogs. Nobody else drinks the seltzer water in the house because they hate it. They call it yucky water. And I love my yucky water. I drink so much yucky water. So seltzer water.
And nobody will touch that. So
no,
you're good.
I'm good.
To go. If it came down to it too, like you're going from like the doomsday prep, like kind of vantage point of this, where it's not like, oh, I know I'm going to be out in like 8 hours to go get food or whatever. You're kind of like survival.
It's a Philadelphia snowstorm. We'll be okay in 3 days. That's
what is a Philadelphia snowstorm like? Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
I hate snow.
You
snow.
hate it?
Dude, I hate snow. It's the worst. It's you got a shovel, then you got the rock salt.
Yeah, but you probably
and then I live in a row home, and I got 2 ladies that live next door to me, and I like to be a gentleman, so I help them and I shovel them out, and then I go, oh well, I help them, and I just keep going, and I shovel the whole block, and I got to stop doing that.
Well, Why? That's a good thing to do. That's a good deed.
I'm
You're
getting older. My heart's going to give out. You always hear that in the news. People die of heart attacks.
Heart attack snow, they call it.
Yeah.
This is the heart attack snow.
The way they talk about it on the news, you figure you'd be walking down, you just see people dead everywhere. It's that I haven't heard of it. And one person I know who died of a heart or even had a heart attack. Wow.
You know what that is? What they always like ask you what's your most irrational fear. That's probably should be up there with what could be one of the most irrational fears, because I've had that in my mind forever. If I ever like were to look out and see my mom or dad shoveling snow, like I just like on a snow day as a kid, like I quick would jump up, throw my shit on, and get out there because I was afraid of just an instantaneous heart attack, just spontaneous combustion.
Maybe it's
that's a good irrational.
Yo, it's a conspiracy by Big Shovel Corporation, and they want the children of America to shovel, and that's what this. I don't know.
I get it. There's something there.
Like they want children to shovel, so that's what they know. What's cool? Kids actually knocked on my door the other day because we had a snowstorm.
Sure, yeah.
Kids actually knocked on my door the other day to see if they could shovel my snow. It's like, get the fuck out of here! It's only 2 inches.
They got me.
I got 2. Oh yeah,
they got me.
Well, you live in the burbs.
$10 each.
$10. You get the driveway too.
And you know what? I only had them do the sidewalks because I didn't want them to do the driveway because I didn't want them to do a shitty job. So I had them just.
Why not have them do a shitty job and then just fix it up? They would have given you a head start.
Well, I just kind of wanted them to scram too, you know.
So why even do it then?
Because I just can't say no to the kids sometimes. You know,
I do.
I'm a sucker.
You want to hear what
I'm a sucker. That's what it is.
You know what I do? Whenever I go into a supermarket, it's going to happen right around now. These goddamn Girl Scouts are going to come out, and they're going to try to hit you up. They're like, "Yo, mister, you want to buy some cookies? They're only $7." And you go. So what I do is I usually go, "No, I have diabetes. It will kill me." Or I go in the exit.
Oh, it's bad.
I hate dealing. I wear Crocs. I'm going shoe shopping after this. I'm wearing my Crocs right now because in the mall, they have people who shine shoes and they try to talk to you. But if you're wearing Crocs, they can't shine your. So that's why I'm dressed like a jerk off, because I don't want to talk to salespeople.
I love that idea of getting away from
Girl Scouts. Oh, dude, it's the worst. Sometimes I complain to the manager. Why would you let them out there selling those cookies? It's so cold out.
You could also do like the on the phone trick, like, sorry, I don't. Yeah,
dude, so one time I didn't have my phone. I pulled out my wallet, just walked right in the store.
Yeah, dude, put your wallet to the side of your head.
Now, listen, then they don't even want to talk to you because you're crazy. Yeah, I've done that.
Well, back to the snowstorms.
Oh, yeah.
So you called me, what did you call me earlier? A Mayfair?
A Mayfair scumbag.
But, because you forgot that I'm not actually from
Nah, dude, you just give me.
When we first met, you thought.
Yeah, like you
which is a compliment, I think.
Yeah, I mean, for me it is. It seems like you probably went to like the Northeast High.
Yeah.
You went to summer school twice.
Yep.
And you used to hang out at the Roosevelt Mall, and then you moved up by the Franklin Mills, and that's where you're at now. That's what I think of you.
I got you. And then you said about I would be the guy that steals your spot with your cone.
Yeah, you look like a cone. Like, all right, so in Philadelphia, when people park, there's a thing called savesies. It's not. They do it in Chicago. They do it in a few cities. So when we get a big snowstorm, by the way, our last snowstorm was about 4 inches, so it wasn't even that big. People shovel out the parking spots, and then they'll put a cone inside the parking spot, and they save their spot because they spent 2 minutes shoveling it out.
Oh yeah, right? Big time.
Right. So, yeah, I would say you look like the type of guy that would not only take my parking spot, but you would put my cone in the trunk of your car.
I would. Dude. I would. Honestly, I would. I think that's so funny that goes on. And it's a big deal. People get killed over that shit.
I moved into Bridesburg about 20 years ago, and my next-door neighbor, I only met him for like 4 minutes. I live in this house for 2 days. There's a big snowstorm. There's somebody moved his chair and parked in his spot.
Oh.
He went out and covered his car with all of the snow from the block. And then when the guy came out, he was like, "Why did you do that?" He goes, "You took my spot." And he goes, "Well, I want you to unshovel my car." He goes, "No, I didn't do that. I don't know who did that," and went in his house. It took the dude 3 hours to shovel out. Dude, I'm talking a story and a half. It was so much snow. And I was like, I'm never going to piss off the next door neighbor.
Hey, maybe he did that to like set the precedence for you.
No, dude. It was somebody moved it. It was not, it had nothing to do with me. He just wanted that guy moved his
He
cone.
wanted to get him.
Oh, dude, it was the funniest thing I've ever. It was so
I love
great.
that. I love that. That would make it fun. That's why you said it's not too fun to have it. Like, I love a good snowstorm.
The worst feeling in the world is getting snow in the back of your shoe when you're walking around, and you get it right back in the back heel of your shoe, and you get that
You
cold.
don't have boots?
Huh?
You don't have snow boots?
I do. I don't dress like a toddler all the time. Sometimes I just want to wear sneakers. You
In
know?
the snow?
Well, what if I wore my boots already and they're already soaking wet? Now will I go out in my wet boots?
Okay, so snow in the back of your shoe.
It's the worst feeling in the world. I'd rather have my testicles set on fire than set them. Seriously, set my balls on fire for 1 second or step in snow for 1 second. Do the ball thing all day.
Well, you got to admit, you got to love sledding. Not anymore, maybe.
I don't like sledding.
Never liked sledding?
I don't like snow. I really hate snow.
I love it. So I got a little story for you. This is pretty funny. So
Okay.
I'm like the young cool dad. I mean, my time's ticking on that, but like I love to be the guy that goes with the kids, takes them sledding, beats the shit out of them, throws them around in the snow.
Not to beat the shit out
Well,
of them.
not beat. You know what I mean? You know, rough. You know, I play with them.
Right.
Like have a good time. So.
Not play with them.
Yeah, I know.
Have a good time.
Have a good time. I'm the fun dad. I'm the fun
Okay,
dad.
I got
I'm the
you.
fun dad.
Yeah.
So the snowstorm happened, the one we were talking about, alluding to back on Friday, and I was out on. We go behind the Giant, which is the shopping center closest to our neighborhood. There's a small little hill. The kids go absolutely berserk for it. They feel like it's like Park City, Utah. They like love it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting on the hill watching these kids play and having a good time, and there's this one kid who's always at my house. He's hilarious. He's a funny kid, quirky, does like really funny things. He comes over to my house. I finally told him that he can't do this anymore, but when he comes over to my house, his socks are like this, like every time he comes over.
Yeah.
Like when he takes off his shoes, I'm like, dude, you cannot wear your socks like with the ends like all the way at the bottom. I was like, if you come over to my house, you have to pull your socks like all the way up. Like he's just a funny kid, and he had his hat that he had in the.
What did he say to you when you said that to him?
Well, he loves hanging out at my house, so he didn't say shit. Cause he's like, I gotta.
Did he try to say, well, but Mister, I'm missing a toe? Did he have a reason? Like what if he's missing a big toe?
He's not. I know for a fact. I know him very well, and it bothers me that the socks. So like wouldn't that be so uncomfortable? Wouldn't that drive you nuts? Having your end of your sock bunched up in your shoe. Like I couldn't even wear my shoes. Like,
I have ADHD, and one of the things about ADHD, I'm still like learning a lot about it, is wearing comfortable clothes. I can only wear certain types of socks, and they have to fit a perfect way. I'm definitely I can't wear stuff bunched up. I can't wear collars that are too tight.
It sucks.
Yeah, I can't wear fabric that feels weird. But it's
this kid also sometimes wears his shoes on opposite feet.
How old's the kid?
8.
Might be a crack baby.
Nah.
It's all right. They're still around.
No, he's very
funny?
smart.
When
very
I was
smart,
going to school, everybody was talking about crack babies. I haven't. Have you ever met a crack baby?
Crack's out, dude. Crack's whack, dude. Now it's heroin.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Oh, it's trank.
It's trank and fentanyl, my friend.
All right, back to the
Yes,
story. So this guy, he's a little quirky. That's the bottom line. So he's on the mountain on the hill, and I see a hat laying in the snow, and I go, "Whose hat is that?"
Right.
And he raises his hand. I'm not going to say his name, but I go, "Dude, it's literally snowing on top of this kid's hat."
Kids are stupid.
And I'm like, "Dude, can you just put your hat in your jacket, like pocket?" And so he puts it in, and it's like still hanging out.
Of course.
It's soaking wet.
Yeah.
And then I turn, and I see this other kid,
Right.
and he's got no hat on. And like I like to play around with the kids. So I was like, "Dude, put your hat in your jacket pocket. Like, what are you doing?" And then the other kid, I'm like, "And you, where the hell is your hat?" And this kid turns to me. I've never seen this kid before, and he goes, "Are you the guy that I play Fortnite with? Are you Mr. Pat?" And I was like, well, Kevin! It's this kid in the neighborhood that I play video games with the kids too sometimes. Fortnite, big Fortnite guy. And none of my friends are nerdy enough to play Fortnite. I play with them. that I was told this kid Kevin lives in our neighborhood. Sure enough, there he was on the mountain.
I like that you think you're a fun dad, but you're fucking yelling at all the kids to put their hats on. I'm the fun dad. Put your hat on, dickhead. My stepson does the Fortnite.
Yeah, is he any good?
I don't. He better be for the amount of time
he spends on it.
But
I can put my shoe back on.
Yeah, please, and fix your sock. He this is what I hear all the time, bruh, he's cheating, bro. He's cheating, bro.
Oh, they always say that. They say he's hacking. He's hacking.
I go, you're in your fucking 20s. Go get laid. Put the video controller down. Bruh, he's cheating. Go.
Well, that's funny if he's in his 20s saying that because they're saying it in their.
He's 20. He is 8 or 21.
Even the 8-year-olds.
Oh, dude!
When they get killed, they all yell that out to me, and I'm like, the guy's not cheating. You just suck.
I have a YouTube channel, the Philly Captain on YouTube, and when people write "bro" in the comments, I always write, "Don't write bro. It's a waste of time." There's no reason in your life. Everybody, listen to me. You don't need to write bro or bruh. It adds nothing to any conversation ever.
True.
It does. No, seriously, I've never read. Only Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan doesn't even. He says brother, so he's allowed.
Hell yeah, brother.
And but yeah, no, yeah. You don't, bro or bro. When I see bruh, dude, I just want to fucking.
I'm a bruh guy.
I block people who write bruh. I
want to do that now.
What's that?
I want to write that down.
Bruh.
I want to write bruh on your.
Well, you're the cool dad. That's why.
All right, on the hot dogs.
Uh-huh.
Now, you texted me a couple of weeks ago, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and you were like, just out of the blue, you said to me, yeah, I think I was wrong about my estimation of eating 50 hot dogs a year. Is there anything you...
Yeah, so earlier this year...
That was a very good video.
Me and Maniac, we went, just like Maniacs, I think it was last March.
Yes, it was.
We went out right before baseball season started, and we watched the horse racing, which I highly recommend. If you haven't come to Parks Casino... and go to the horse track. You can go on the weekend.
All year round. No, not the weekend. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Excuse me. Go ahead.
It's not on the weekends anymore in the summertime?
It changes in the... You're right. It does change in the spring.
I'm talking to, I mean, if you want to be a crazy person to come here in the week, what day is it?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
You could do that, but in the summertime, you can come here. There's a big playground. They have barbecue grills. I think you can name a race. I used to have my kids' birthday parties here, and I would name a race after my daughter. It would be like the Princess Rachel Championship. It was $20, and for $20, you get your picture taken with the winning horse in the winner's circle.
Oh,
and
man.
all my neighbors would come. They're like, dude, this is the best birthday party ever. They would go gamble. The kids would play in the playground. It's a good time here.
Yeah, I mean,
and you can bring your own drinks and food in.
And you can't bring your kid in the casino, anywhere.
No.
But you could bring him to the racetrack.
Sure.
So that's like there's a...
Yeah, when they like it, and if you go to the stables and you talk to the jockeys, you can get goggles for the kids. It really make a family day here at the casino.
It's all happening at Parks Racing.
Yeah, no, I love this place. Like I definitely go to the horse track more than I go to the casino.
Those were good hot dogs too, by the way, that we fried up on those.
Oh yeah, we got the good ones. That's right. I'm sorry, I was telling you.
They were good. They were pretty good for even what It was a struggle. I mean, this year we're gonna redo that. We're gonna do that again.
Okay.
We're gonna go bigger and we're gonna go better. And we're gonna make sure there's no hiccups at all because we can admit there were a few hiccups, but we did. Just how many? We had like 4 or 5 hot dogs.
I think we had 6 hot dogs.
6 apiece.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. So during that video, we were making a video together. You asked me how many hot dogs do I eat in a year?
Yes.
And I said about 50. And then another person stitched that.
Yeah, they did, and it went viral.
That went viral because the guy said, "Why do you only eat hot dogs in February or something like that?" And that went crazy viral. And I come to report to you the actual hot dog number of the 2024 hot dog season, January to December. I probably had about 300 hot dogs.
300?
350 hot dogs.
Holy shit.
Well,
I mean, you went to a lot of baseball games.
I go to a lot of baseball games. And
you went to 81 games, maybe?
I went to 87 baseball games this year.
And you had one a game, you think?
I have to a game. I get the hot dogs for free.
Balls.
I get the hot dogs for free. I sometimes do social media stuff for Philadelphia Water Race, and as a reward for doing social media stuff for Philadelphia Water Race,
They pay in hot dogs.
they give me hot dogs
That sounds like a pretty good deal.
and soda sometimes,
Ooh.
and Philadelphia Water Race. Yeah, no, dude, it's good.
Philly Water race.
Yeah, dude, it's
You know what's the best water race though?
Huh.
Via Veneto. You ever have that?
No,
water
I
race?
only eat Philadelphia Water Race.
Yeah, got you. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Well, now you're probably going to go down on that number of 300 though this coming season though, because it doesn't look like Dollar Dog Night's coming back. I wanted to ask you, what are your thoughts?
Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God. Thank Jesus. Thank the Holy Mother Mary. I love Citizens Bank Park.
I do too.
It's my favorite place in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I love the old ushers, and I love the old security guards. A lot of the people who work there are in their 60s, right?
Right.
And I used to work in the stadium, and I just want to let you guys know, all the stadium employees hate Dollar Dog Night.
I bet.
It's a pain in the ass. It's drunk college kids.
Right.
It's the stadium's crowded when we're playing the Washington Nationals. Come on, guys, let's get it back to 25,000 like it should be. And so the stadium's sold out on a night it shouldn't be sold out.
I'm very surprised by what you're telling me right now.
As a former employee, I know how much bullshit it does to the stadium employees, and I love the employees. And I hate that they dread going to work 3 times a year because drunk college kids act like jerk-offs in the stands.
And I think I really think what put it over, I'll be honest, and I'm for the move, but I think what it was is the people then started to buy, these heroes started to buy 10 and 20 hot dogs at a time, and then start throwing them around, and then it's like seagulls on the beach. And, then you're risking bodily harm.
My buddies from the Fandemic crew buy 100 hot dogs.
And just start chucking them around?
Well, no, they give them – they don't do – no, what really did it in this year was the hot dog wave. If you saw the video of that, there was a wave.
Hot dog wave, yeah.
There's a video.
Dangerous.
There's a YouTube channel, Baseball Doesn't Exist, and they did several videos on hot dogs. Not mostly using my content, but a lot, like I would say 25% of it was my content talking about how crazy hot dogs were this year. So actually, now that I think about it, we need to bring back Dollar Dog Nights. They get me views.
See?
No, it's okay. I'd rather have old man George at the bullpen be happy.
What is your favorite night at the ballpark, you think? In terms of those, quirky, theme nights, or what do you think's the best one?
I like the concerts.
Yeah.
I like the concerts, although they always have shit bands. They always have like some Christian rock country bullshit that I don't care about. They did have Shaq. They had Vanilla Ice.
Shaq.
Dude,
imagine if they rolled out.
Flow Rider? Yeah, well, Baltimore did that 2 years ago.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Baltimore did that 2 years ago, and I got to go on stage in Camden Yards with my good friend Flow Rider singing "Going Down for Real." Of course,
that is amazing.
So
you have a great relationship with him. That's still the greatest video of all time ever. On the news.
I love Flow Rider.
I love him too.
Yeah, Flow Rider's the greatest thing.
I'm interested to ask you what you think about Usher doing the halftime show, because he's kind of got like a similar vibe. I want to hear what your thoughts are.
All right. I love Q102.
Go ahead.
Bex and Buster is my favorite radio show.
We love them too. They endorse the Bet Parks app. Go ahead.
They're the best.
They're the best. Hands down.
Buster, I consider Buster is a friend of mine.
Me too. Go ahead.
Okay. Buster gave me tickets to Jingle Ball. Sometimes I do stuff for their shows, and he gave me tickets to Jingle Ball. I was really excited for Jingle Ball. Jingle Ball was really good. I thought Jelly Roll. You ever see Jelly Roll?
Yeah, I have.
Big fat guy, tattoos all over his face.
Tattoos on his face.
Sings about being a sinner.
Yep.
Fantastic. Love him. He's good. Who else was good? They had a K-pop band. You ever see a K-pop band?
Love it.
Boy,
BTS.
they're fun. I didn't see BTS. I saw something else. It was great. Whatever it was phenomenal. I had a great time. And then here comes, at the end, who's headlining Jingle Ball?
Usher.
Oh,
shit.
Right? I'm excited. I'm super. I figure, you know what he's going to be doing tonight? He's going to be doing the halftime show.
Oh,
you got to do a practice, right?
True.
So Usher, so there's this big stage at the Wells Fargo Center, and out comes this guy with a pair of bongos, and then another guy with a guitar, and then like these three people, middle-aged people, they just come and they sit in stools just like me and you are. And then out comes Usher. And the people in the background, they're like, right? And he's like, oh, you got, oh, come on, Philadelphia. Let me hear. And so there's no drums. And for 45 minutes, he sings, I don't know what the fuck he's singing.
Oh, he was on his own.
So
some other shit.
So he was like, you know what? I'm a Philly. I want you guys to feel the vibe. And the vibe was bullshit.
Oh, man.
No beat. No,
he better not do that for the Super Bowl.
And I said that. I was with my friend Oscar. I said, yo, cuz. There's no fucking way that's the halftime show. How dare the Jingle Ball viewers not get halftime? We deserve halftime.
Yeah, they do.
Halftime's 15 minutes. I'd rather have 15 minutes of halftime.
Yeah, man.
There wasn't 1 second of that.
Fuck.
It was just, hey, girl. I love you. How we doing on that, Philly? Meanwhile, the crowd's all fucking fleeing. At the end of the show, there was like 6 people, and one of them was me, just so I could go, you fucking stink. He was horrible. It was one of the worst concerts. And so after the concert's over, I'm walking back to my car, and everybody is playing all this Usher music
because they want to get
hear
the get their fix.
And I'm like hearing all these great songs, and I'm like, oh fuck, he does that song.
Yeah, he does a million.
He didn't do any of them, or if he did do them, he did them as the slow jam version,
the acoustic.
And ain't nobody fucking in the Wells Fargo Center.
God Almighty!
Come on, Usher, read the room. Jelly Roll read the room. He was great.
Yeah,
he had COVID. I think he had COVID. He was like, yo, Philly. He's a big fat guy.
Big fat.
I mean, I'm a fat guy too, so I can say that, right?
Same.
But he's heavy, and he was like, Philly, I'm sick of shit. But it was always a dream of mine to play the Wells Fargo Center. And I'm like, you're a fucking liar. But he was great, dude. I saw him in Memorial Day at a bar because of Buster and Bex and Buster at a bar up in Point Pleasant. It was him and Flo Rida at a bar.
No way.
Dude, it was the shit.
Talk about Super Bowl. That's like your Super Bowl right there.
That is the Super Bowl. I'd rather have Jelly Roll and Flo Rida for the Super Bowl.
He'll probably get his shot.
Who?
Flo
Rida?
No.
Jelly Roll?
Maybe in 20 years he'll be his.
I don't think he makes 20 years.
Oh Christ!
No, I'm sorry. He's very large. I'm concerned for his health. I'm concerned for my health too. That's why I'm eating healthy now.
Yeah, 300 hot dogs a year.
Philadelphia water ice.
Seltzer water and 350 dogs.
I like Jelly
with
Roll.
onions.
I worry about.
I like him too. I worry about him.
Yeah. Well, I guess we shouldn't worry about him. He has more money than we do.
Fuck it. Dude. Yeah. He's fine.
And he lived his dream. He got to perform at the Wells Fargo.
He lived his dream.
Yeah. I'm fucking dying, but I'm going to finish this.
So, speaking of Super Bowl, it's coming up. There's 2. I want to ask you, are you kind of getting sick of the Kelsey brothers? Travis and Jason? Or maybe just the whole Kelsey family. Are you sort of getting sick of the Kelsey family? I've heard a couple people, somebody in my group text of my friends texted it like 2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
And I actually had to think for a second.
Okay. Well, you control what you watch. So if you're seeing too much of the Kelsey brothers, stop watching the Kelsey brothers. I also, to be honest, I don't watch the Kansas City Chiefs games. When it comes to football, I just watch the Eagles games.
Okay.
All right? So, I'm not I used to be a diehard fantasy football guy, and I used to spend my entire Sunday, 7 a.m. to 1 a.m. watching football.
Right.
And it took up a lot of time. So now I just watch the Eagles games. And if there's I'll watch the playoffs. So I haven't been oversaturated with Taylor Swift and the Kelsey brothers.
Yeah, but how does it not? I mean, I guess you can control who you follow on.
I don't follow them. I don't. But
they're on everybody's. They're just such a lightning rod that.
Yeah, I don't scroll on social media. I'm a whore. I put out my stuff. I don't watch stuff.
Wow.
So that's another thing. I have very addictive personalities. So
Same.
if I catch myself I don't have Twitter on my phone. because I saw myself responding to jerk-offs on the internet. And I'm
Right,
fuck these people. I don't even get paid by Twitter.
Yeah.
Like, Twitter doesn't even pay me. Everything else pays me. Why am I wasting time and energy on them?
Right. Okay.
So, yeah,
So you don't also see this other thing that's going around, which is the conspiracy of the Super Bowl logo.
I saw that. I did see that.
I am so sick of that.
I
really need...
Well, isn't there Kelly Green in there?
Next year's.
Oh, is that what it is?
Next year.
Who's going to be in it? They say it's going to be the Chiefs.
They based off of what it says right now. Mm-hmm. It's like a red and a purple. So they're saying,
Chiefs,
it's going
to
be it's going to be the Ravens 49ers.
Oh, Ravens 49ers.
So I can't, I mean.
Oh, for the Super Bowl, the color scheme for the Super Bowl.
This year's logo.
Okay, and
and I'm really, really sick of it.
I also see a lot of people talk about like NFL games being fixed, and there's a script, and
now it's become kind of a joke. Like people say, "Oh, this is the script,"
Right.
I kind of like I get a kick out of those memes or those video memes, and people. What do you think?
I think I don't want the 49ers in the Super Bowl. Yeah. Their fans are jerk-offs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I make sports content. And part of my thing is I bash people.
Sure.
So I heckle Eddie Perez with the Braves. I heckle baseball players, but I also heckle other sports fans. And one of the videos I made on YouTube was a video called 49ers fans act like jerks at an Eagles game. In the whole video, it's Eagles fans just fucking flipping off Niners. But the Niners fan, I think it got on some fucking Reddit page.
Sure.
So all the Niners fans are like, yeah.
Oh, I've noticed for sure that they've been the worst in terms of commenting.
Astro fans are jerk offs too.
Yeah.
Because they're cheaters.
Yeah.
And
they really want to defend themselves.
And they like, but I would say the worst fans are, right now in the NFL, I would say the Niners fans, and that's just because their team's good and they're talking shit.
They're salty about last year with Brock Purdy getting hurt.
Oh my God, that's all they talk about.
All they talk about.
Well, you can't do that this year. Well, that's how sports goes, cause every year
we really need Eminem, Detroit, Buster.
Yeah,
we really
win it for Buster.
Win it for Buster, dude.
Yeah, I'll do. And
literally win it. Yeah, and Eminem.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
25 years ago, that Slim Shady LP came out.
Nah.
This January, yeah. How old were you?
How old am I? 25 years ago? I was
47 minus 25. Can you do that math?
62. No, 22. I remember when that came out. I was living in Longcrest, and I was
Longcrest.
I was a dirty mattress salesman. By the way, if you ever go buy a mattress, you can haggle 40% off the sticker price if you're a good haggler. Just know that any mattress store you go to, especially a mattress firm.
We are really for the people here. Go ahead.
So I would walk. I lived on Rising Sun Ave in Longcrest, so I would walk from Rising Sun and Adams all the way up to like Rising Sun and Cottman. And I remember that summer that album came out. That's all you would hear. Everybody would just have it blasting through the cars. And like, you fucking jerk-offs, turn down the radio.
You probably loved it, though. You're probably a huge Eminem fan.
I like Eminem, sure. At that time, I was in a punk band. And when his I'm Slim Shady came out, I was super excited because I thought his lyrics were kind of dirty and my band's lyrics were super dirty. And I thought it was a good thing for music because I was
breaking down.
And I thought we were going to get like maybe a record deal.
Nice.
And we were in talks with something like a little punk rock label. And then my fiance got pregnant, so I kind of had to put the halt on the dream.
Put the kibosh.
Yeah. So then Public Urination never got to tour the
That was the name?
Public Urination, sure, with the songs like Dumpster Bitch.
P.U.
Fuck You. That was our chant.
That's amazing.
I would go, P.U. and fuck you.
Well, speaking about great rappers, did you hear this new song that just came out by one of the greatest rappers of all time? It just dropped last night.
Is that that thing? Is Ice Spice?
Yeah, you know Ice Spice?
Yeah, she plays on Q102.
Bitch, you think you the shit? You not even a thought. That's the lyrics. What do you think of that?
I don't like fart humor.
You don't like fart? You, of all people, don't like fart humor?
I hate fart humor. I hate it.
Oh, my God. You're like mad over it.
It's fucking disgusting. It's fucking disgusting.
Ah, dude, I love a good fart humor. All right.
No, I hate it. And the thing is, I'm a huge fan of Howard Stern, But whenever he would have like the Queen of Queefs or Frank the Farter come on, I turn it off.
Really?
I can't do it, man. I fucking hate it. I hate it.
Dude, this has been
I've been
eye-opening pod.
I've been in. I'm engaged right now, and I was married. Like I have like 2 relationships in the last like 20 years. We have an agreement. We kind of try not to fart in one another's way. Now they respect it way more than I do, because I drink a lot of seltzer water.
Dude, you eat 300 hot dogs.
Right, so it's a habit, and I don't mean to do
it's part of life.
But I
Farts are funny. You ever see that hashtag?
No, it's not. It's disgusting. I hate it.
Wow,
I fucking hate it.
Wow.
I hate it. I hate it more.
Well, you gave a little.
I hate it more than bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it makes my body.
So
like,
I'm gonna write "bruh" on your next post on Instagram, and then I'm gonna send you a voice memo of just me farting into a.
I won't read it.
Yeah, if you see a voice
Dude,
memo, you're just gonna.
What the fuck, man? Why do people send voice memos? Like, really?
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
I hate
Every once in a while, like my cousin will call me or leave me one, excuse me, and like he does like a really good Irish accent.
Okay.
And we or he does like a Philly accent.
Yeah.
Very, very, very like, and that's I think is kind of funny. But everyone, it's just like there's only like 1 or 2 people that I think. If you're telling me something important in a voice memo, you're not go to hell.
If you leave me a voicemail, dude,
I purposefully leave my voicemail totally full so nobody can do that.
I fucked myself. Back when that Flow Rider thing happened, back in 2020, there was a concert at Fairmount Park, and I somehow introduced Flow Rider, and it was like a crazy viral moment. I talked about how I was excited for Flow Rider. And, fuck, what were we talking about? The
voicemails.
So anyway, I got to host an NBC 10 TV show the next day. So a few weeks later, NBC calls me up. It was the year of the pandemic, the NFL pandemic season. They wanted me to lead the Eagles out of the fucking tunnel. They wanted me to run.
Missed it.
And I didn't answer the phone call. I didn't get the voicemail. I checked the voicemail 6 weeks later, and they're like, the moment's over, cuz.
Dude, you missed it.
Yeah, the moment's over.
You didn't check your voicemail.
Yeah.
Asshole.
So that moment, I changed my voicemail, and they said, listen.
Never leave me a voicemail.
Don't leave a voicemail. Text me.
Yeah.
Fucking text me.
God dang it.
It's fucking 2024, dickhead. Get with the game.
Get it?
Nobody wants to talk on the phone. I have a friend who calls me every other day, my friend Doug. I love him. He's my next door neighbor who comes.
I'm a guy. Yeah, go ahead. I like a good call.
Fuck that. Fuck
You don't
that.
like to talk on the phone?
Only when I'm driving.
Yeah.
Because I got the hands free.
I love a good.
I'd rather do that than listen to
35-minute call.
But if you're calling me while I'm editing or filming something, you're not going to get me.
Yeah, I'm not answering.
You could be my daughter. You could be my 1-year-old grandson. I don't know why the fuck he has a phone, but he ain't calling me. I'm not going to answer.
I'm not talking to him.
I'm working. That Pop's working.
Pop's working.
But I just don't answer my phone, and I hate people who leave voicemails. I hate people who leave voicemails. If you leave voicemails, oh my God! And if you have a voicemail and it ends with, "I will call you back with my earliest convenience," fucking jump off a bridge. I fucking hate you. Or have a blessed day. When they say have a blessed day, I get my phone. I throw it against the wall.
It in the.
Fuck you.
Throw it in the Delaware.
Hate you.
Did you know? Here's another anecdotal story.
Mm-hmm.
I had something happen to me the other day. Ever go to a Jersey Mike's?
Never.
Never.
They call them subs.
Yeah, I hate that.
Fuck
I do.
that.
But I finally got. They got me like with their ads, the DeVito, and just they make it look so good.
Yeah.
So I went to one, and this is. I want you to try this. This could be a funny thing. I don't know. I haven't.
I can't eat there. They call them subs.
I know, but listen. So here I go in, and I announce right as I go in. There's nobody else in there. I'm like, hey, this is my first time in a Jersey Mike's. So I step up. It's very much a Subway vibe. So already I'm like, and I'm like, all right, whatever. It's lunch meat, whatever. So I get my hoagie, Italian hoagie, sub.
Right.
And
what do you get on
it? It was just their regular like super Italian.
No, I'm saying, what do you put?
Oil, vinegar, no onion, lettuce, tomato.
Oregano? You an oregano guy?
No.
Oregano's the
kind of
worst.
silly.
It's like pencil shavings.
Yeah, it is like pencil shavings.
It's fucking
exactly.
Yeah.
So they wrap the thing up and they slide it to the guy at the register. He looks at me and he goes, "It's your first time at Jersey Mike's?" Yeah. And I go, "Yeah, it is." I'm like real excited. And I was like, "I'm gonna get a bag of chips." And he goes, "Here you go, cuz. First timers eat free." So I have been thinking
About going to every Jersey Mike and getting a free
in
sandwich?
Bucks in Montgomery County and trying this shtick and seeing if it's like a thing or if this is only.
Well, how was the sandwich?
It was better than a Subway sandwich, but not better than like a,
Is it better than Wawa?
Yeah.
Nah, fuck you. No way.
I think it is.
No way.
I think it might be.
And I used to fucking crush Wawa. I used to fucking shit on Wawas. And then one week I was in Florida last year, and I ate nothing but Philly cheesesteaks in Florida. It was trying them out. They're all fucking horrible. And then I was like, I'm going to try an Italian hoagie. And then my buddy Adam wanted to try one. So I said, well, we got to go to Wawa so you can get a good idea of what an Italian hoagie should be like. It's not going to be perfect.
Right.
I had it, and after a week of eating
Shitty
Florida
cheesesteaks.
cheesesteak, I had a cheesesteak at McDonald's.
I didn't even know they had them.
It's the world's biggest McDonald's is in Orlando, so they have a test kitchen in there, so they try stuff. So I got the Philly cheesesteak. So fucking bad. The bread was horrible, but the Wawa Italian hoagie. Tell me a place where you can get a better hoagie at 2 a.m.
Nowhere.
I mean,
At
Pat's
2
and
in the morning?
Geno's. At Pat's and Geno's, they make hoagies.
They do?
Yeah, they do. But I rather go to Wawa.
Okay. Well, I encourage you to get over the subs thing just for a free sandwich.
When I signed the contract to be the captain of Philadelphia, there's certain things
You cannot eat a sub.
I can't eat a sub, dude. Come on. I mean, maybe I will. But just no. Seriously.
Yeah, I watch a ton of TV, and they got me.
I don't
with
watch
their
any
ads.
TV.
With their ads, they got me.
Yeah, you watch TV with commercials?
Yeah, sports.
Okay.
Like I watch sports.
You
all
watch
the
live
time,
sports
so-
on TV?
So that's where I get.
See, I usually
commercials.
just watch sports. I just watch the clips and the highlights.
Oh man.
No, but I watch like I don't watch the Phillies away games all the time because I go to 87 of them in person.
Sure.
And then the Eagles games, I usually watch like the first, because we do the same thing. We walk around the parking lot during the games. I'll watch the first half at the tailgates at the parking lot. Then I'll head home before the traffic gets bad. Well, I used to listen to it on the radio. Now I just watch the score on the computer. And then the Sixers, I don't really follow.
That's not in the contract. The Philly captain to watch every single bleeding second of.
Well, no, when I'm not doing sports content, I'm talking about the rich history of Philadelphia, the greatest city in the world.
The greatest.
And I go to, I go to maybe 10, 15 Sixers games. I go to 20 Flyers games. I'm pretty honest. Like, I like going to the games. It's just like, the seasons are too fucking long. I follow baseball. It's 100 million games.
I love the pageantry, if you will. Before the being, there's certain things I like. When it comes to actually paying attention to the game,
yeah,
I'd prefer to watch it on TV because I feel like I know much more what's going on versus. Don't get me wrong. I love being there in person. If I'm down there, I want to go in and be there, and I do love being there. But if I had a choice, if I could teleport right at kickoff to my living room, I would.
I don't think I've watched a baseball game on TV in my house in years.
Oh, baseball especially.
Yeah.
Football, at least you can kind of have. Baseball is tough.
What's your favorite sport to watch live in person?
Basketball.
Basketball. See, that's my least favorite.
Basketball up close is sick.
Yeah.
I will say I've had the
hockey up close is awesome.
Hockey's
front row
good.
Hockey's great.
Hockey's
Are you
pretty
near the
good.
boards? That's awesome.
Yeah, that is. If you're close enough, that's really good. I've had the privilege of being able to sit courtside for a couple Sixers games in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing has ever compared to that. That is true.
I had my brother used to work for Modell's, and Modell's had Diamond Club first row behind home plate. I had those seats.
See, that's the thing. Once you sit in the Diamond Club at a Phillies game, you're kind of like tainted. That's another thing. Like
I'd rather sit in the cheap seats, man. The way I watch a game, I rather watch because when I go to the game, I don't really pay attention. I pay attention to the game. I'm watching the game. I watch the score, but I'm hanging out with my friends. I'm making my YouTube video. I'm showing you what's going on in the stadium. So like I have ADHD, so there's so much shit going on.
Yeah, you got a little stimulation going.
A lot of stimulation. Yeah. And the best thing about the ballpark is I can zig and zag, and I know my way around. And
I just thought of this thing like that really. My uncle one time took me to Yankees Stadium, old Yankee Stadium, to see Yankees A's.
Okay.
And Barry Zito was pitching. and we were right behind home plate, and being able to see like
the ball movement,
Barry Zito's like curveball moving, like that's something like just is etched into your brain, and it's like, man, I want to sit here behind here. Like,
I like watching certain pitchers up close. Like when Scherzer comes into town, I like to watch him because he's fucking crazy.
He's insane.
Yeah, I just like I don't even watch his pitches. I watch him.
His manner.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Speaking of baseball, we lost Reese Hoskins.
Yeah, I knew that in December.
Yeah, I mean, it was more than we kind of saw.
I'm good friends with the owner of the Phillies, John Middleton, and we were talking at December, and one of my friends was like, "Oh, you're going to bring Reese back?" And he's like, "I'm sorry, that's not going to happen."
Oh, really?
Flat out fucking said it. Not going to happen.
Yeah, how would he fit in right now?
What
Plus, he's always destined for the Midwest.
Dude, that doesn't it? Like I was telling my buddy Luke, I was like, "Yeah, he's going to go to the Cubs. It just feels right." But then he went to Milwaukee, and
that would have been a better move for him. But I don't know if he would get a ton of playing time there.
Right?
They got some young, good talent.
And I don't know. I don't know necessarily if he is like he's not a great DH because he's very streaky,
right?
And he's not the best first baseman. He's a great human being. So I'm all right with this. Like, I kind of broke up with Reese last April.
When he hurt himself.
Yeah. Like, I was like, all right, well, he ain't coming back. I mean, that's pretty. And then when Bryce started playing first, it makes sense.
R.I.P.
I mean, he's not dead. He's making millions of dollars in Milwaukee. I mean, unfortunately, it's Milwaukee. But now he gets to ride the sliding board. Yeah,
that's cool. That's cool. I want to go out there. I've been out there to Milwaukee before to see the Killers concert, actually. At the first ever concert at the Pfizer Forum, their new arena where the Bucks play, the Milwaukee Bucks play.
Yeah.
For some reason, we were like on a real big. Me and my friends are still on the Killers kick, and we drove all the way out there to go see them play there. And Milwaukee is a kick-ass town. I want to go to a baseball game out there very bad. So that's something we can do together. Also,
not going to a Killers concert with you.
No, that's okay. No.
Although I like the one
game. You don't like the Killers?
I like the one song.
Come on, man.
She was just fun.
Who doesn't like that?
Huh?
Who doesn't like
Go through a divorce and listen to those lyrics. You'll break your head. You'll break your head through a window.
I feel like I have.
And I don't listen to the lyrics of songs sometimes. But then, that was on the radio all the time back in 2012 when I was going through my divorce.
So that was it.
I was like, man, this fucking song's fucking scarring me. And she's rubbing his chest now. Ah! But it's so good you keep it on. But now I'm at a point now it doesn't bother me.
That's so true. So you're going to see Punxsutawney Phil, I heard, next
year. Yeah, on Friday. Have
you ever been there?
No, I'm at this.
Better bring your winter jacket. Don't go walking around in your Crocs.
What if I'm sleeping in my car overnight?
Are you? I heard you had to get up really the ass crack, right?
There are no hotels in Punxsutawney. There's a bed and breakfast, and you have to make reservations
6 years
in advance.
Wow.
Did you know the movie wasn't filmed there?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, the movie was filmed in Illinois.
I watched that movie recently again.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
It's pretty good.
Really good. It's like go ahead.
And so I always want. So I'm at this point now where I can kind of travel and go places and kind of do that for a living.
Right.
And I like the other day or last month I went to Gettysburg at Christmas night. I went and spent the night at Gettysburg Battlefield. I camped in my car overnight.
Nice.
So I'm going to go and do the same thing. I'm going to go to Punxsutawney and I'm going to camp in my car. I'm a pretty bad stealth camper, and I make funny videos about how I can't cook and I burn myself. I fall out of my fucking hammock sometimes. I'm going to be sleeping in my car, so I won't be setting up a hammock. But I have this big bed I blow up in the back of my car, and I just sleep in there. You're only going to sleep for like 3 or 4 hours. You go? Because I think it goes...
Yeah, you got to be up at like 4 a.m.
They say you got to get there, like 4... They open the gates at 3. I don't know if I'm ever going to do it again. So when I go to things, I like to experience everything.
Full Monty.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I can get up at 3 a.m. That's kind of tough.
Well, if you're sleeping in your car, dude, you're gonna.
Yeah.
You're basically not gonna be sleeping.
I'm gonna probably drive out Thursday, find like a wall. I think there's a Walmart. You could just crash in the Walmart.
Crash in the wall.
Sleep till like midnight, 2 o'clock. Go to bed around 6 somehow, and just get like 4 or 5 hours of somewhat sleep, and then go fucking watch the groundhog, which it's not. It's just an event to waste time. That's all it is.
Keep on scratching.
That's it. That's Gus. That's Gus. The second most famous.
The second most.
Yeah.
Groundhog. Yeah. So that'll be good.
I
want to invite you to something to meet up with me
Mm-hmm.
for the Cardboard Classic.
Oh,
have you ever done that?
no, I've seen it though. I've seen it.
You're coming with me.
Okay.
This year.
Okay.
It's amazing. It's March 1st. And it is a
I should
blast.
be able to.
It's a blast. It's a Friday.
Okay.
It's at, I forget where. It might be at Montage Mountain.
It's up in the Poconos.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
not a far drive. Not
Yeah,
as far as
an
Puxatawny. Jesus.
Bucks it down these 5 hours.
That's insane.
Yeah. Gettysburg's 3.5.
And it shouldn't be that crazy cold, but we always do get that random March snowstorm. Our luck, it'll be then. But yeah, you got to come to that.
Okay.
You'll be like a hit there too. People will be like going crazy for you.
That's okay.
I know you're not like
No, I enjoy
looking for that.
I enjoy when people say hi to me.
Yeah, and you can come hang out with us. We'll get a really good video out of that too. You'll get some really good shit.
Yesterday, I went to Independence Hall and the Liberty Bell and all that Ben Franklin shit. I always do that in January. There's no line to get in and out. And all the park rangers watch my videos.
And they go,
"Here we are!" Dude, they all did it. They all did it. Yeah, it was the first. And I've been going down there.
That's what I should open the show with.
It's okay. I go down there. I go down there for 5 years. I've been making history vid. I wanted to be a tour guide. That's kind of why I started to be a YouTube channel. I wanted to be a tour guide, and the tour guide company wouldn't hire me because I was too Philly. They said I wasn't sophisticated enough. They have people that are college professors doing these tours. So I was like, "Fuck these guys! I'm going to just start doing tours on YouTube."
Yeah.
And now
I'll show you.
Now the fucking park rangers are using my videos to learn shit, and they're telling people all around the world the dumb shit I spew out of my dumb mouth.
That's amazing.
I fucking loved that. I love.
That's got to feel good.
That dude. I don't usually brag. Like, people say hi all the time, but that shit, I text my girl, I was like, a fucking park ranger said hi. Here we are. Most of the time, that's how people say hi to me. It's great.
I love it. Well, I mean, we could talk for hours, man, but I think we'll table it for now, and we'll get you back here soon enough. Tell everybody where we find your YouTube channel.
Philly Captain.
And where else can we follow you?
You can follow me. All right, I'm the Philly Captain on YouTube and Facebook. They pay the most. And then Instagram. And then that Chinese communist tool, TikTok. I'm the Philly Captain. All in those things.
Big on there.
I'm bigger on YouTube.
Yeah, oh well, for sure. That's
not
the
that
number
much.
one.
It's a competition. I'm 40,000 on YouTube, 37,000 on TikTok. But the thing is, during baseball season, actually all year, I don't care about TikTok. But although a lot of people do see me on there, but I don't care about it because it's just. The amount of views you get and the money you get back on TikTok is fucking garbage.
Sucks.
Millions of views, 30s of dollars. At YouTube, just, I don't get as many views as I do on YouTube, but they pay me well enough that I can sleep in my car when I go to Punxsutawney.
I love it. And then you have cameos.
Oh, yeah. Book me on Cameo. I can wish somebody happy Valentine's Day. You do cameos?
I don't. I want to get into it.
I can get you into it. I got a thing for you.
Okay, please.
But yeah, I'm trying to think. My favorite cameo of all time.
Yeah, I was going to ask you.
Is I had a grandmom tell me to tell their granddaughter that she was unable to get tickets to fly to South Korea to see BTS. I'm sorry. My mom wants to let you know she's sorry she couldn't get the tickets to see BTS in South Korea. I was like, I don't know how this makes up for it, but there you go.
I hope you feel better. That's amazing. Have you ever had any? I got a couple other things. I put a question up there.
Okay.
For people that somebody wanted to know. Have you ever had any really like sketchy moments with some of your videos that you've done? I mean, I know we saw the hit and run one. We talked about that a little bit earlier, where you kind of like track the guy down. But do you have any other ones besides that?
I was almost shot twice. There was two shooting videos. I was at the 4th of July where they had that mass shooting.
Right.
I was there, and I got footage of that. I was there.
Jeez.
There was a shooting on Labor Day the same summer. So on the 4th of July, I almost got shot, and on Labor Day, I almost got shot on Market Street. And they're both videos up on YouTube. You can see them. I go down Kensington Ave. I've seen people die.
On Kensington
Ave. I always carry Narcan with me. I feel like if I'm going to go down there and film what's going on, it's kind of responsible to have the medicine to help people if they need it. So I've actually I've revived somebody, and I didn't I gave somebody Narcan to give to somebody to get revived like a month ago when I was walking my dog. So I mean I've seen people die. Somebody's tried to steal my camera. I've been involved in a hit and run. I fight with black Israelites on Market Street because they'll sit there and call me like names, and I'm supposed to sit there and take it. I don't understand how they're not a hate group.
So what was the sketchiest moment?
There's probably the sketchiest moment. There was a time at that shooting on the 4th of July. You can see the video. There's a video. And the cops are running down this street, and I'm in the middle of the park by myself.
Jesus.
And I'm just trying to stay. I'm trying to get away from crowds because I figure if there's going to be a mass shooting, they're not going to shoot in crowds. I don't know why. I'm running in this park, and I see these cops running in my direction. Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here! He's coming. I see a car driving straight towards the park, and I thought I was going to die. And then it turns out, I think the cops just overreacted that day. They didn't know what was going on, and it was a real shit show. But there was a second when I was standing in the middle, and I saw that car coming at me.
This is it.
I thought I was going to die.
Jesus.
I thought about my grandson. I was like, fuck, man, do you believe you're going to die for a Jason Derulo concert?
Here's another.
By the way, here's another.
This is a good one. Somebody asked me this. Philly Captain, what is your least favorite Philly sports team? Least favorite.
My least favorite. All right, so I'll rank them favorite down. So Phillies are first.
I realize I got the heat on here too. I got you sweating.
It's okay. Well, they got lights in here too. It's all right. The Phillies are first. I would probably say Eagles are second. Flyers. Oh no, actually I like the Wings more than I like the Flyers. I love the Philadelphia Wings.
You do love the Wings.
Dude, they're so much fun.
Big wing guy.
They're so much fun. The Flyers, and then probably the Union. I hate to say it.
They're your least favorite.
They're not my least favorite. They're the one I followed the least.
Follow the least.
Right.
The Sixers are pretty low on there.
Yeah, I hate NBA. I hate the NBA. After the Chris Bosh, LeBron James super team in Miami with Dwayne Wade, after that happened, that it just ruined basketball for me because I was like, well, there's no way that the Sixers can ever form a super team with all the cool players are never going to come here. We're a fucking garbage team. Especially back then. But we were okay. But
so you're out. You're a little bit out on them.
I mean, I will look. Sports seasons are long, and I'm excited for the Flyers because we thought they were
all of a sudden
going to be shit. Right. So this is cool. Right.
Pretty cool.
It's bonus. But the Sixers, they got to get past the second round. Maybe they will.
This is the year.
I don't know.
Call me in June.
Let's see how Embiid does in the playoffs.
I'm with you there. All right, we have the same.
Like, I can't get excited for it. But I mean, I talk to a lot. It's funny. I go to things and I talk to experts at sporting events and all the time, like sports journalists. There's a piece missing with the Sixers. They say I'm going to take their word for it. So until they get that piece, I don't know what that is, but. I do say I like Nick Nurse a lot more than I do like Doc Rivers. The team does play a little bit better, but also Harden's not here, so maybe there's something else. And I don't think Harden was necessarily the worst thing for the team because I really think he did school Maxey on a lot.
I did too.
Yeah, so
he was a good passer.
He was right, and Maxey. I used to think Maxey last year when I watched him play, and I went to a few games last year. I kind of didn't understand what the big deal with him was. He just seemed like an average player. I didn't see anything really special with him. I hate this, I know he's like the most beloved player.
Right.
But I didn't see it. This year I see it.
Yeah.
It's a little, is there a big difference in his performance?
Yeah, I mean, they keep getting, when you're that, like, how young he is in so many years in the league.
And he's so small.
You just got to keep getting, like, better, and he does. He is.
Yeah, he's definitely on the up.
Yeah.
And then, Embiid's a beast.
And then it's all about, like, when you hit that ceiling, and then that's when.
Right. Yeah,
That's
well, he's far from that.
right.
He's far from that. He probably, he is so loved.
I love him.
Everybody loves him, and he's such a nice guy. Super nice guy.
You know what he reminds me of? Reminds me of you. Everybody loves you.
No, it's not true.
Yeah,
Not everybody.
A lot of people do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And he's a nice guy.
Aw.
Well, dude, we could talk forever, but
That's
I gotta cut it off at some point and leave something on the table for next time. So I need you to do this. I need you got to get like a counter, like the pitch counter.
Mm-hmm.
You should get one of those and label it the hot dog eater, the hot dog counter. But I mean, you're already like a month too late. I mean, we should really.
I haven't had. I think I've only had one hot dog this year.
Really?
At a Wings game. Yeah.
All right. Well, go get it. Get
prices
it.
the prices at the Wells Fargo Center are fucking outrageous.
Outrageous.
It's $23 for chicken fingers and French fries at Chicken and Pete's. The fuck I do to you?
Yeah. What did I do to you?
Yeah, I got to pay $25 to park, $25 for my chicken fingers, $75 for my tickets, and I got to pay $150 for a fucking hoodie.
And with that, we're out, ladies and gentlemen. Shot and a Beer Show. The Philly Captain, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus Christ, I love